Hello, everyone. Welcome to Academy of Astrology 10 Minutes Astrology Podcast. I'm Rod Chang.
Hi, I'm Alejo Lopez.
Hi. Since this May, we're starting a whole series of the 10 Minutes Astrology to help beginner to
Yeah,
get to know about astrology. You don't need to be professional. You just if you like astrology and you want to know a little bit more, rather than just talking about the sun sign or talking about, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Our series is the best approach because you guiding by the two professional astrologer, and also we are both experienced astrology teacher. And when we talk about astrology, we really from the professional's view, rather than just say something very interesting and very stupid to draw your attention. That's not astrology, because we all suffer from there. We all beginning from there, and we did it, so you don't need to.
yeah.
So, Alejo, you just told me something quite interesting from your friend.
Yeah, so a friend of mine is listening to this podcast, and he just I was just talking to him, and he said that he really liked it because it's like serious astrology, but not serious. In what I mean is like it's like astrology for people who want to know astrology,
Uh-huh.
like want to know the real astrology, but
Uh-huh.
they don't want to become professional astrologers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
what he was feeling is like I have two paths, you know. I can either
Mm-hmm.
stay with the easy astrology. I don't know how to call it. I don't want to be offensive, but
Mm-hmm.
like simple astrology, which is not like what you're saying, it's not with the sun
Mm-hmm.
sign astrology and only that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Or if I want to go deeper, and he wants to go deeper, he was like, okay, I have to go to school and learn
Mm-hmm.
astrology, like serious
Mm-hmm.
astrology. And
Uh-huh.
he's like, I take it seriously, but I don't want to become a professional astrologer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
why he was saying he really likes it because it's a serious
Oh,
approach,
thank
but it's
you.
not only for professionals.
Yes, okay. I think we are serious and we both professional. So, but it's like very short. You keep it very short. So it's not like a whole lecture about 40 minutes about how to study that. So yes, take easy, and I think we will help you. Will explain why we talk about this sign in this way, from what kind of a background, what kind of philosophy, and what kind of approach we're talking about. So today we are both very serious. What are we talking about? What sign are we talking about?
They were talking about Capricorn. I should be wearing a suit or something.
Ah, that's all right. You put your serious face then.
I should have. I have also a way of putting my hair in a more serious way, like all like
Ah,
this. Yes.
that's all right. That's all right. Well, they still have when we talk about each sign, we will embody in that sign. So don't worry. I think soon you will put your Capricorn face on.
I will be
So,
very serious.
yeah, yeah. So how about we start from the archetype and the mythology, which make us related to Capricorn.
Great. Okay. I have a beautiful story about
Ooh,
Capricorn.
lovely.
I'm not sure if it's really a myth or it's just a story that this
Mm-hmm.
writer wrote. His name is Henry Van Dyck or Van Dyke. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure how you spell
Mm-hmm.
it, how you pronounce it. I mean, so I think he knew about this myth and he made it into a story, or maybe he made up the whole story. I'm not sure. And the
Mm-hmm.
story is about the three wise kings from the east.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually about the fourth one. There's a fourth one that we never heard
Mm-hmm.
of, which
Uh-huh.
who is called Artaban. And
Uh-huh.
basically, he's given these three pearls. So he's given, you know, like each wise king is going to meet Jesus when he's born, and they give him a
Mm-hmm.
present. So
Mm-hmm.
Artaban was supposed to go with them and to give them a present, to give him a present, and his
Mm-hmm.
present was three pearls.
Mm-hmm.
And so the thing is that he got delayed on the journey, so he didn't make it on time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
his colleagues, his friends, the other three wise kings, they had to leave. So they left.
Mm-hmm.
So he was left alone with his pearls, and he kept kind of going in his journey in order to find Jesus, right? But a few
Mm-hmm.
things happened in the journey. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
he met this poor man who was sick and who needed
Mm-hmm.
help. So he decided to give him a pearl.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another. episode when he needs to give up the other pearl. And then later on, when after Jesus is born, you remember that King Herodes sends the order to kill all of the
Yeah.
newborns because he wants to make sure that
Mm-hmm.
he's going to kill the savior of the world. And
Mm-hmm.
he's just in that city. He's in the city where all of the soldiers are going in and they're killing all of the newborns. And he sees this woman trying to protect the baby, and the
Mm-hmm.
soldier is about to kill the baby, and he says, "Look, I have this pearl. It's the last one I have. It's a precious pearl, and I'll give it to you if you save this baby." And the soldier takes the pearl, so he saves the baby. So he's left with no more pearls, and he never gets to meet Jesus. So he keeps
Mm-hmm.
wandering and doing all of this inner work in order to meet Jesus. But time
Mm-hmm.
goes by, and he goes through different adventures, and for one reason or the other, he doesn't make it. Until one day
Mm-hmm.
he's in this city, and he hears that they're going to crucify someone, and
Mm-hmm.
he hears about this crucifixion, and he wants to go to the crucifixion, uh, because he thinks it might be the Messiah,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't make it on time. So he's also,
Mm-hmm.
again, because he's delayed helping somebody or something like that, he doesn't make it on
Mm-hmm.
time. Uh, so so he feels bad. He's like locked at
Mm-hmm.
his home. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I lost all of my pearls and I didn't get to greet the Messiah. And it's at
Mm-hmm.
that point where the Messiah appears, and he says, after all of your efforts, you should know that you have met me. You have met me in the baby you saved. You have met me in the man that you helped with the pearl, and all of these adventures that you have been going through. All of the sacrifices and efforts you have done are actually
Mm.
what took you to this place. And so you can see me now, you can see the Messiah. So I like this story because I
Mm-hmm.
like the idea that Capricorn knows that the reward is not coming right away, that the reward will come with
Ah,
effort and work. And he has,
yes.
he has these pearls, and he wants his mission in life is to greet the Messiah, and he feels
Mm-hmm.
that it gets postponed and postponed, and he has to do more and more work in order to, and
Mm.
more efforts in order to get to meet him. And after he's
Yeah.
done all of that, is when he gets to meet the Messiah.
I really love this story, and I can really pick up some Capricorn theme, or I should say, maybe more is also more Saturn theme, Saturnian theme in this story, because I think we probably need to mention Saturn is the ruler planet of Capricorn. And the Saturn in the astrology is also related to like a delay, time, experience, and the old age, and the prodigal. And all this quality also you can see it on Capricorn character, no matter what planet in Capricorn. They will need
Right.
experience. They will need the practice. They will need working hard. And they are practical, like a three pearl for a baby, or three pearls for important moment to
Yeah,
use it
exactly.
in the right moment to be useful rather than give three pearls to a baby. I really, when you're talking about it, I just like, yeah, if that is a Capricorn character, I think he will make that decision to use the pearl to save someone's life rather than give a newborn baby. I
Yeah,
think
I
I
think
agree
so.
with that. Mm,
And if you want to read the story, I mean, the story is beautiful. It's much
mm,
better told than the way I tell it
yeah.
because it was written by
Hmm.
a writer. It's called Artaban, the fourth wise man, the fourth wise king sometimes, and it's
Okay.
by Henry van Dyke or Dyke. It's
Mm,
Dyke.
uh-huh, uh-huh. I like it. I like it. Well, so let's move on because from the archetype, this kind of the image we related to, now we have to go to the fundamental, the foundation of astrology, which when each time we read the sign, we already mentioned about ruling planet, which is a planet related to this sign, which represent or who represent this sign. But don't forget, we always can understand the sign from the modality, or we also call quality, and which for Capricorn is the cardinal sign, and the element that is Earth sign. Let's start with Earth because Earth is kind of a bring also fit into that quality of a prodigal
Okay.
and well structured, right?
Yes. So I start or you start?
Okay, okay, yeah.
So, so yeah, the idea of Capricorn is about the real world, right? That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
Earth. It's about
Yeah.
being practical. It's about results. What I was saying is like the idea that if I do some effort, I'm gonna get
Mm-hmm.
the result. If I do the correct effort, I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
correct results. And I think it's
Yes.
also tuned in with the timing of the Earth. Like
Mm-hmm.
any farmer knows that you cannot have tomatoes whenever you want them. You cannot have apples whenever you want them. There's a proper
Mm-hmm.
time for things. We forget this
Mm-hmm.
now because we live in the cities and we have grocery stores that will produce anything because
Yeah.
we can freeze the food or we can sail it from some place or something, right? So we
Uh-huh.
believe we can have fruits all over any time in the year. But Capricorn knows that there's a proper time, right, for things,
Yeah.
and that you have to
Yeah.
wait and you have to do the work in order
Mm-hmm.
to achieve the result. And I think that's a earthy thing because, like you were saying, it's like it's about results in a mundane, physical,
Mm-hmm.
material way.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, I like this another side of this earth size quality is like a cultivate or agriculture thing, which is you arrange, you manage it, and you arrange the place. Like what's that like I like a gardening, and some people tell me say, do you know what's different between the flower you plant and those weeds, those wildflower? What's the difference? Because you plant them in the right place you want, and you remove those plants you don't want them in that place. I said,
exactly. Yes.
that is a super Capricorn. That is a super Capricorn. So it's about the management. It's about you put the right thing, right place, at right time, and take care of them. I think it is very interesting because I don't want to go too far, but you know me, that Capricorn opposite sign is Cancer. They both look after things, but it's in a different way. In a Capricorn, it's more manager way. Put the thing in the right place, right time, and give a right order and follow the experience. But how about Cardinal? Because some
Yeah.
people
And
usually
before we
think,
go to Cardinal, I want to
yeah,
say
yeah,
something because there is this
yeah,
like we're usually in this podcast we're also trying to um how do you say it, like that there are some myths about
yeah,
some signs, right? And one of the
yeah.
things about Capricorn is that you read that they're cold. And
Yes,
I think it's quite important what you said. Capricorn is a sign that wants to take care, like they take care of what they want. They're not
yeah.
as detached and cold and mean. People are like, oh, Capricorns are
Mm-hmm,
mean. They only want to get
mm-hmm.
to what they want. And actually, is what you were saying. The Cancer Capricorn axis is the axis of caring. It's the axis of taking
Yeah,
care. I mean, it's not
yeah.
taking care perhaps in an emotional way, like through
Mm-hmm,
feelings,
yes,
but it's still
yeah.
protecting and taking care. I mean, it's also
Yes, I
important.
agree. Yeah, it is. Because I think in that side, because there is a maybe both sides have a share a little bit about authority figure, but in a different way. Because with a earth sign, he has to be practical and no time to waste, just like do the right thing and that's it. But how about cardinal? That's sometimes for beginner, that's very curious because every people talking about cardinal sign is like, oh, right here, right now, very quick, or very fast, or initiated. But everyone see Capricorn is like, we couldn't see that. Which also in your story, he keep delay, he keep delay. I think maybe Saturn have some influence, but how we go to relate it to Capricorn to
Yeah,
cardinal
I
sign?
think like in the story, he didn't he was being delayed, but he wasn't
Yeah.
quite he wasn't staying still. He was always in
Uh-huh.
motion and in action, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that takes time. So I think the cardinality of Capricorn is about the will, right? The drive to do
Mm.
something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's an
Uh-huh.
earthy drive. It's something. It's like the air. It's like if you. I mean, it's like you were saying. You were looking at winter, and you see the trees, and you're like, ah,
Yeah.
the earth is doing nothing. No, the earth is doing something. It's in motion. You
Wow.
just don't see it yet because it takes time to see what she's doing.
Oh my God, Alejo, you are the superstar. I love this story because yeah, no, it's it's a beautiful image. So it's in the winter, and this is a winter sign for North Hemisphere. And because this is how we define the winter started in North Hemisphere, and the plant, exactly like you say, they are not stopping. Maybe they don't grow outside, but they grow deeper. Their root is taking the energy and prepare from inside those enzymes, those protein, going to build the new leaf coming out next year. They have to do all that. What's going to happen in springtime? You do everything in springtime? No, it's a winter, but they do it in a kind of a quiet way. That is
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful explanation. I love it, Alejo. Okay,
Great.
let's
Thank
talking
you.
about example, exercise. We have to choose one planet for our example and one planet for exercise. What should we do?
So let's choose, I would say, let's do Venus for our example. And for the
Okay.
exercise, let's do Mars.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. So Venus, Venus is about, that's a beginning again. So this is a planet, and when we talk about Venus, we are talking about someone's value or someone's love and someone's
Yeah.
relationship or someone's friendship. You can pick up any way and then do it in Capricorn way. So it's easy, much easy. It's just like a simple, easy. Astrology is like this. So what should we talk about?
Yes.
Value or friendship or relationship?
Let's start with values.
Values, okay. So I think should I start because I can't wait. Well, Venus in Capricorn. So what they like, what they value, what they think is precious is that quality of the
Yeah.
practicality. It's practical. Things has to be practical, and they also have influence of the Saturn. So maybe with the history behind or the
Yeah.
story behind, or also is a kind of either like ancient pieces or something
Yeah.
is practical that then the Venus in Capricorn will give it a value.
Yes. I agree. Yes.
Mm. And then how what's your side to think about Venus in Capricorn?
Okay, should I talk about values or another? Let's go to maybe
Let's go
relationships
to another one. Relationship. Yeah.
or friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or also, yeah, also relating to values, what they enjoy, right? So it's
Mm.
like, because it's a sign what we're saying of work ethics, effort, the idea of
Mm-hmm.
physical results, they will
Mm-hmm.
probably value relationships which
Mm.
are serious, which are committed, which they promise
Yeah.
something and then they do it, which are
Ah.
coherent to what they say.
Mm-hmm.
They can trust that they're going to get something out of it, that it's a real, not something in the sense of money. I mean, something like it's going to be, something that they makes them get to somewhere, makes them actually achieve something. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
superficial relationships. There is
Yeah.
this idea of commitment, I think, and seriousness in
Mm-hmm.
relationships.
Yes. Yes.
Um, yeah, I would say something like that, and they
I,
enjoy
I
that.
would think
Like some people,
yes.
it's interesting also. Like some people will see a Venus in Capricorn and will say like, "Oh, this is a committed relationship," and some people will say Venus in Capricorn and will say, "Oh, this is beautiful. This is a person who commits." So it's very interesting. Like according to who you are, like how you're going to
Yes.
see it. If you're going to see that it's something nice or something tough.
Or people will say it's a boring relationship because there is
Yeah,
no flower, there is no gift, there is no Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, well, probably, well, I should buy you a like a kitchen
a
mixer
planner.
to help you to cook or something. Well, but what I think is that's how they express what they think is valuable is something uh endurance, something can last longer, and something is practical. It's not about to tell you, you my best friend, or I love you every day. No, they will really show you when it's necessary, when it's the time, important time, and or like maybe show it every day, but you didn't notice or you may not appreciate it.
Yeah,
That is,
well,
yeah,
and maybe they are also attracted, like you were saying before, they're also attracted to people who are mature, who have a history,
yeah,
uh,
true.
um, who are who are self-reliant,
Yes.
who are not depending on everyone else, who are like strong on
Mm.
themselves.
Yeah. So maybe they are not like other people to express their feeling very quickly or express their appreciated, those things very quickly, but they're still doing it. That's the Venus in Capricorn. But the exercise is Mars in Capricorn. So let me just give you a little hint. Mars is about how we act and is how we express ourselves. Or maybe what drive you mad, what make you angry, or maybe what make you so excited. That is all about Mars. So what think about it. What will make Mars in Capricorn excited? Huh?
And
Okay.
I would say, because we
Yeah.
also seen Cancer, so let's do the exercise
Yeah.
Mars in Capricorn comparing to Mars in Cancer
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Yes.
to
So
see
you can
how they might
you,
be.
you can see the opposite side, and they may share similar things, but they express in different ways. That is lovely. Thank you, Alejo, and thanks everyone for listening and watching 10 Minutes Astrology. This week we learned a little bit more about Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So I really hope you guys enjoy this episode, and please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. If you like this, if you have question or you have any feedback, please send us a message to at AOA UK on Telegram or email us to aoa.inquiry@gmail.com. You can also join us on our Facebook group at 10 Minutes Astrology Group. And then, you can find me on the Instagram, AOA UKROD. And you can also find Alejo, and Alejo's Instagram is
At Liminal Cosmos.
at Liminal Cosmos. And from this month, Alejo and I and Fernanda and Lian and Isabel, we are going to form a little group, every Wednesday afternoon UK
Yeah.
time. We will talk about the, transit for this week and also what happening now related to event, what happening now to the astrology that help you to learn a little bit more astrology. How fun that could be. Okay. Well, so next week we will talk about the sign after Capricorn. Alejo is a test.
It's Aquarius.
Sorry, I'm just like being silly. Yes, it's Aquarius, and then so it is very interesting sign. So look, we're really looking forward to talk about this sign. But before that, stay in tune. Bye.
Bye bye.